Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 33 of Civilization 5 as Rome. We're no longer at war with Brazil, we are still at war with Japan. Looks like he's now starting to back away some of his units. He's a little bit scared about that. We can't hit that anymore. Unfortunately, fortunately he can't hit Rome either, so that helps us out. We're making very, very little money at the moment, which is a really bad thing for us, but we're basically just going to start trying to take out some of those units. Let's make sure we get all of these railroads connected together. Now, I did consider, and I'm still considering it, trying to take London and York back at range. Not too sure what units he may have over here. As long as I actually have a destroyer in range, though, we should be able to deal with any potential air threats that can come our way. So we are going to see if we can start taking some bites out of London. I have another fully healed destroyer now. That's fantastic. He can come up and provide even more air support. I'm sure these guys do have intercept. Interception 40, yep. So they can actually shoot down aircraft. Good. So let's just start moving everybody forward so we can get in range of London. Cargo ship. You were previously going to... Where were you previously going to? Palenque. We'll carry on with that. I'm a little bit worried we might end up losing one or two of these cargo ships to Japan here. Hopefully we won't. We can make a landmark improvement. It is close enough to do that, so we should. Let's make sure we are working it. We are currently not. Do have quite a few landmarks around this city. You're currently working on an anti-aircraft gun. Don't really want to slow that down if at all possible. But at the same time, it would be a good tile to work. I think I will leave it for the time being though. I'm going to untick 2 production and go for 1 food, 1 production, and it gives us an extra culture, because those are 6 culture, that's only 1 culture. So I think we leave that at that. I mean, obviously we've got all of these research labs that we're not currently working, but that's not too terrible. Okay, so Japan still have a lot of battleships, still firing at Yerevan, but at the moment, still haven't seen any melee units close enough to take the city out. Which means if they don't move that battleship at the top that's already damaged, Yerevan will probably attack that on the next turn and take it out. That'll be 1 less battleship for me to worry about. I was hoping to get enough gold together to be able to use my gold to build a submarine or buy a submarine at Antium, but I don't think that's going to happen. Now, we have peaced out with Brazil. We may be able to sell some stuff to Brazil. He's not particularly going to like us, but he is one of the more forgiving AI, and we're not using random personalities. Brilliant. Exactly as I expected, Yerevan have managed to sink that battleship. So I've still got a few around. Now, we do have another submarine that's being produced down at, I think it's Karakoram or Beshbalik, so hopefully once that has finished, things will help. Embargo Brazil, well, we're not really bothered. We want the international games to go ahead. Actually, I don't want to embargo Brazil because I do want to try and... Oh no, we can still do trades with them. You just can't have trade ships, so that's fine. So we will go over to Brazil. Ivory, will you give me anything for it? Let's just start having a look. It wouldn't give me 5. Wouldn't give me 4. You give me 3 though. Okay. Will you give me 3 for dies? Will you give me 3 for wine? Did I not? Was it not dice that I clicked on? Did I just click on something that I didn't mean to? I think I might have clicked on the right thing. Alright, wrong thing. Alright, doesn't matter. So, can we get close enough to London to attack it? Well, yeah, theoretically we can. That is in range of London. Do a fairly decent amount of damage to it. Move a destroyer up either side. These destroyers will now take out any aircraft that attempt to come near. We do have logistics so we can fire twice. He does have aircraft in there. Now, one thing we do have to be careful of is we want to make sure that we don't leave a melee unit in there. If they take it back, we lose the melee unit, so we do have to be careful with that. Of course, it's worth mentioning that you can't move a melee unit out on the turn you take it, which is a little bit of a pain. He's still not moving anything close enough for me to hit, but that's good because at the same time he's not really being all that useful about anything. 1 turn away from getting this submarine at Karakoram, that is a good thing. You guys just stay on alert. That was a really short turn. Wasn't an awful lot going on down there. I think we'll come and try and take out Nagoya first, if possible. And we'll burn that to the ground. So, yep, Japan still has at least 3 battleships up here that we can see. And he's still got this carrier here. But again, if he just wants to waste all of his efforts attacking a city-state city that he's not even actually attempting to take, that's fine. We've got some more oil up there that we could grab. Ah, here we go. Now he's actually sending in his aircraft, but we're now actually returning fire with our destroyers. Now these are coming from York. Really don't want to lose these destroyers. There we go. He's actually rebasing now. Friendly trade route is plundered. Number hasn't gone down though, so it could have been one of the AIs, not one of my own. Because we really need to start making some money here. Looks like Hastings is definitely losing some health. There you go, Yerevan. You start attacking them. You can't hit, unfortunately, because it's melee. I mean, I could potentially move this Gatling gun out and start firing at it, but I think it's a little bit risky. Could probably easily take the Gatling gun out, and I'd prefer not to lose it. So Brazil has been embargoed. We can't steal from Morocco, but I wasn't trying to. We've got a promotion on you. We could go ahead and give you extra visibility, Coastal Raider, Boarding Party 3, extra mobility. Oh, let's give you supply. I think that's going to be really useful for you. You can heal up. You can continue to attack London. Make a proposal. What do we want this time around? We would like to potentially... Who's got the most votes here? Not even Japan. Let us try and get Japan embargoed. Somebody might be willing to do that. Kume has grown. That's good. We can now work an extra 3 food and 2 gold. Oh, 2 food. Yeah, let's get that extra gold coming in. We'd definitely like to do that. Finish the anti-aircraft gun. That is fantastic. Let's go ahead and grab... let's start working on some planes. Probably not worth it because we are about to upgrade to better planes. So let's go for a stock exchange. We need more money coming in. At the moment, money's actually quite poor. Alert on the battleship. Submarine has finished. I think you should work on... probably another submarine, to be honest. Submarines are going to be really, really good for us. Is that a railroad? Says it is. Can't see it, though. What have we got there? No, that's a railroad as well. It's just not updating to show properly. Guess you start working north and railroad up this way. Okay, so what have we got going on here? You've railroaded there. We need to railroad all the way up to Sao Paulo. Gatling gun can just stay there. You, on the other hand, you can now move over here. Get you in range of London. Anti-aircraft gun. Now then, they do have some aircraft coming in. Let's get you moved over to here. You might be able to stop some aircraft attacks. Submarine. Okay. Let's take you down and around and we'll start using you to great effect. Friendly trade route plundered. It was one of Morocco's, not one of mine. That's fine. So once again, you're going to continue bombarding on Yerevan. I'm okay with that. In comes some planes again. Now he is trying to bomb that destroyer. I really don't want to lose it. If I have to back up with it, or even if I have to pop the Great General to heal it, assuming it survives the turn, then I'll do that if I have to. Bear in mind that every time he does this, his bombers are taking damage. Okay, we haven't sunk yet. We might just need to back up. Assuming we survive this one, which we may not. Because I haven't been counting the hit points. Well, we're still afloat. How many more bombers has he got? Right, looks like we just managed to save ourselves on that one, so we will pull back. We've got an enemy near somewhere. Yeah, I think we can stay friendly with Siam for now. Do we have a research agreement with you? Yes, we still do. I actually forgot when I took Sao Paulo. I didn't have a look inside and see what we actually got from it. I should definitely do that on the next turn. I completely forgot to look in there. Because I know he had a couple of wonders, but I can't remember what he had. I'm pretty sure we had the Eiffel Tower, because we tried to get that ourselves and he beat us to it. We can adopt a policy. Now, do we want to take a level 2 tenant in here? Factories increase the city science output by 25%. That is not bad. And 5-year plans is good as well. We have a lot of mines and quarries. Let's get some extra production going. That's always been a problem throughout this game. Antium has grown. It's got more population than tiles it can work. It does, however, have a... oh no, it's still working on the research lab. Okay, that's fine. After the research lab, I think I'd like you guys to get out another battleship. Submarine, you are just going to work your way down here. We're going to go and pay Rome a little visit. Enemy is near. Oh, that's very interesting. You've decided to move in there, have you? So he's just going to run around pillaging stuff. We'll move in. We should be able to take him out without too much of a hassle. It's just a little bit annoying. He's going to go around and start plundering stuff. You can just stay there. I'm not too sure why you keep waking up. Maybe you were just healing. Now, you've taken a lot of damage. We need to get you back to friendly territory. We're going to go ahead and move in with another battleship. And we are going to start doing a lot of damage to London. Now, we do want to try and make sure that we get rid of any melee units that might be close to London before we do pop in there and take it. Because the issue we're going to have is if we pop in with a melee unit and take London and he takes it straight back, we'll lose that melee unit, even if it was at full health. So we do have to be careful there. Sao Paulo, what did we get from here? We got ourselves Broadway, the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty. Got a Colosseum, a library and a granary. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Can't do an awful lot with you guys, so we'll just leave you there for now. You are going to stay there in case they get fresh with that bomber. Not too sure where their carrier went. We're actually losing money every turn now, which is a little bit unfortunate. You're going to start bombing me again, are you? And I say, once again, remember that he is actually... He's going for the melee units, but he is losing health on his bombers every time that he does this. I hope he can't take it out completely. And some of these destroyers were a little bit upgraded. Of course, if we could just take York, we could get rid of every single plane he has in it. Now, destroyers, although they do have some anti-air capabilities, they don't have a lot. They don't do a lot of damage, sadly. Okay. I think what we'll do, because we're not going to rush on taking London straight away, I think we'll actually back up with those destroyers, but we'll do as much damage as we can to York, and maybe they'll relocate those bombers out of the way. Not liking that we're losing money. Okay, what are you trying to do? Oh, you've got some range on you. You're trying to bomb that guy. You coming from Vatican City? Yeah, looks like it. How many aircraft do you have in there? Just the one. That's fine. Yeah, not too bothered, Palenque. Not really bothered at all. So, what is the next step? Where is that? Is that you? Is that you that you've just moved out? I want to get that salt reconnected, but it's a dangerous place to stand. Go on, you Evan. You keep taking those guys out. We're going to go pay Japan a visit with a submarine shortly. Discovered radar. Fantastic. Promote a unit. You can get promoted to... Well, instant heal would be nice, but it's not all that useful. Let's go ahead and give you Coastal Raider. Let's get you over here where it's nice and safe. Let's go and see if we can just do a lot of damage to York. Because if we can get York's health down to near 0, he'll probably just move away with those aircraft. His health's in the red, so he might just move out of range. Let's go ahead and bring you down here if we can. Now this artillery's not really being a lot of use at the moment. I guess we could sort of bring it out here and attack anything that they sort of put in the water there. We have just crossed the river, which does make life a little bit difficult, but we'll see what we can do. You guys definitely need to heal up. You can sleep for now. You need to heal up. You can just go on to alert. You can go on to alert. I mean, we could actually technically back up out of range slightly. Move the Admiral. There we go. And then let's start to move around with this submarine. Ah, we've found a little Japanese frigate. Now, we can't attack it on this turn, but we can sink it in one shot on the turn after if he doesn't move too far. I think you guys can just hang around here in case he sort of comes after you again. He's probably going to try and bomb us, but we are going to be moving this anti-aircraft gun down to this area soon, so we should be okay with that. You're actually attacking Antium, are you? Very interesting. Here we go. Artillery is being attacked by aircraft. Kind of expected that. They've only got the one bomber in there. They have got the one in Vatican City. Not too sure if you can reach that artillery. It might be slightly too far away. You're moving down here. That's an interesting manoeuvre. He's moved that unit out of the way of the artillery. Good for him. Still losing money. Quite quickly as well. Now come on, Yervin. Can you start taking out some of those ships, please? Make it easier for me. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and attack you. Didn't quite get the kill, but significantly weakened them. You are going to set up and then go on to alert. Now that anti-aircraft gun is going to do its best to try and get down here. Now then, we have a few ships in range. Battleships as well. Let's start going for them then. Fortunately, they're not close enough for us to hit with the Gatling gun. You don't have +1 range, do you? No, but you're not far off. We could get logistics or +1 range. The +1 range might be more useful for you. Rio de Janeiro has finished the anti-aircraft gun. That is quite useful. Let's start working on some paratroopers. That'll definitely be useful later on. Belo Horizonte has finished an aqueduct. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a... Let's go a carrier. It'll take a while, but we'll do what we can. Very little production over there. It's quite a terrible city. You've done the railroad. Let's start working your way up here. Get Antium connected up. You are going... We could upgrade you, I suppose. We are losing money, but I guess the machine gun will be useful if they do come into range, so we will upgrade you. They have moved their aircraft out of these cities, which is exactly... Oh, no, they haven't. They haven't moved all of them out. But we have got the health of the cities down quite low. Which may mean that they'll move those bombers well away. Let's do it to this one as well. Because the AI won't normally keep aircraft in a city that's on low health. It'll normally move them out. You do nothing. And that is our anti-aircraft gun, who you're probably going to sit up here for now. Now then. Thank you for the free XP. 1 sunken frigate. And that's with a non-upgraded submarine. He wants peace, and he wants me to give him Antium. Good luck. You're not going to get it. Again, doesn't matter how much damage he does to it with battleships. He doesn't have any melee units up there. You're being bombarded again. Unfortunately, you're out of the protection radius of the anti-aircraft gun because it only has a range of 2, and you're technically 3 tiles away. But that's fine. We'll put the anti-aircraft gun in there on the next turn. Losing a lot of money per turn now. Definitely need to get our economy fixed. Main problem right now is that we don't actually have enough cargo ships. But with Japan, it's actually going to be quite dangerous. Maybe we could sort of get one over here on the east and go to Brazil, trade with them. That would possibly be a safe route. We'll consider doing that. If we can get back 15 gold per turn. We have a great artist. Well, you're not going to be all that much use. Let's keep scouting around then with the submarine, see what we can find. There's a battleship there, not too sure how much damage we can do to it. So we have a carrier. Now the carrier can't do an awful lot on its own, and it doesn't actually have any aircraft on it right now, so we'll just keep going for the battleship. Obviously you can only reach the carrier, so we will attack the carrier with the machine gun. Great artist. Can we actually do anything with you? I think a golden age would probably be more useful, considering we're trying to build stuff. That gives us more money as well. So the golden age is very useful. Let's continue on with these railroads. We'll make sure that we just keep London and York down to 0 health, because that means when we come to take them, they'll be nice and easy to take. We will sort of pop in with our ships before we do take them, just to have a look and see if they've got any melee units close by that can take them back. Because we want that to sort of avoid that from happening if possible. You need to come into there now. You can actually reach that battleship. So let's start bombarding it. We won't do a lot of damage to it, but it might be enough to help that submarine out. What just happened? Oh, Karakoram has grown. Rio de Janeiro has grown. Karakoram, what are you working? 2 production. 2 production. Not bad, but worker food want to grow a bit more quickly. And Rio de Janeiro, what are you working? That's a decent tile, actually. That'll make us a little bit more money. You're also not working much of the science tiles, are you? Slows down your growth somewhat, but it'll help us with the old science. Anti-aircraft gun can stay there, and that is probably a good place to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please consider leaving a like, and if you're new to the channel, also consider subscribing. And remember, if you'd like to help support the channel and you don't particularly like having ads on YouTube and have them ad blocked, I do have a completely optional Patreon account, and you'll find the link for that in the description below. So until next time, goodbye for now.